What's up, everybody? In this video, I'm going to start over again because my last stream just got cut off. So I'm going to try it again one more time. I don't know, there was a power outage. But in this video, I'm going to talk about the squeeze momentum indicator when we talk about our trading strategies. And this is one of the most effective tools that I've been using for many, many years. And of course, I'm going to demonstrate this. I'm going to show you, right? Not just talk about it, but I'm going to show you how to chart it out, how to use this tool effectively when you're actually trading stocks. So let's check it out first. What's up, YouTube community? Welcome to Invest Desk. This is your #1 channel, by the way, for cryptocurrency news, forecasts, updates, and of course technical analysis, with of course focusing primarily on Dogecoin because this is my favorite coin moving into the future. This is going to be the people's cryptocurrency. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the indicator that I'm going to be demonstrating. Okay, so I'm going to be working with you. I'll show you how to set it up, and this may help you. And by the way, just a disclaimer, I'm not a registered financial advisor, even though I have a degree in finance and PhD as well, but I'm not registered. So what I do, what I show you is on my own strategies that I've been using with my own portfolios. So welcome to this channel. If you're new, make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you are already back and I can see you guys, perfect. Welcome everybody. We are going to talk about the squeeze momentum indicator, but let's first check out the Dogecoin price and see where it's at before I demonstrate how to actually set this up. So let's go ahead and bring up our Dogecoin chart here. There we go. So let me go ahead and we're looking for Doge right here. All right, so let me also open up my comments here. I got stuck last time. My stream got destroyed. I'm not sure why. So I had to make that private and I'm back live. So if you're still around, you got the notification. So make sure you got back. This is an important a video that I'm doing so that you guys can actually see and watch. Okay, so I'm going to give a minute or so for everyone to join. And then we'll start. I'm going to demonstrate. So let's just wait 30 seconds or 1 minute. And again, this is about the squeeze momentum indicator. And let me put a comment in here. Just got cut off, so I just want to let everybody know. All right, so welcome Wayne. I see Wayne Alexander. I'm back again. Hello everyone. Thanks so much for joining. I'm not sure what happened, but it just got cut off for some reason. So we'll be talking about the squeeze momentum indicator strategy one more time. And then of course, we'll take a look at a deep dive, how to chart it out. I already created a chart on Twitter. So if you want to go check that out, it's my Twitter handle is invest_desk, right? So at invest_desk. So you want to go check that out, and I have the chart over here. So we're taking a look at this particular price, which is, again, I was talking about how Dogecoin was performing, and it's in the consolidation phase. It's right now at 0.055, 0.06, 0.07. That's really where things are happening, and averaging it out, it's at 0.055, right? For the last several hours, or let me go back to 4 hour. Let's go to a 4-hourly chart here, and you will see that this is a 4-hourly chart. Okay, so we are going to be implementing squeeze momentum indicator. That's a trading indicator, by the way, and I'm going to talk about what that is. I'm going to explain what that is and also show you how to set it up. Okay, so when you're doing stocks, and this strategy primarily is I'd say about a day trading strategy for the most part, right? So if you guys have other portfolios that you're working with, and you want to use this effective indicator. I use it all the time. I find this tool to be the most effective in trading. So, but I'm going to, of course, take the Doge example. Okay, so here's Dogecoin, and I'm going to implement squeeze momentum indicator, and I'm going to show you that. All right, so welcome. So if you're again joining, if you're new, please make sure you hit the subscribe button. I appreciate your support. And if you're returning, welcome back. Welcome back. Super excited to see you guys. Hit the like button, and of course, get those comments coming in so I know everyone's back. I know last stream got cut off, so I'm back with one more time. So all right, so let's get on board. I'm going to go ahead and bring up my other window here, and I'll first show you what I actually created, and then you guys can see it. And then of course I'm going to demonstrate. This is a great video, by the way, so I'm going to show you how it's done. So if you're new to cryptocurrency trading, this may be very effective for you. Once again, keep in mind, I'm not a registered financial advisor, even though I have a degree in finance and PhD as well. However, I do this for my own self, my own research, and I just share my knowledge. Okay, perfect. So I just wanted to get that out of the way, get the record straight. All right, so let me share the other screen so you can see what I created, and then we can go from there. So let's scroll down. All right, let me bring it up again so we can see it. There we go. All right. So hopefully you're able to see. This is where, this is, by the way, my Twitter. So the Twitter handle is @invest_desk. So if you want to check that out, that'd be nice too. But we are going to take a look at the squeeze momentum indicator moving forward. So if you want to be a Dogecoin millionaire, remember we had multiple portfolios. One is a long-term portfolio, and of course there are many of us who are actually doing regular trades also, because our weekly gains, and we saw that in our weekly analysis that we do every single week over the weekend, where we see what percentage of gains that we could possibly would have had had we bought it at the dips, right, and our average costs. So I'm going to talk about all of this right now. I'm going to talk about the squeeze momentum indicator. I actually created one and I published one, just a basic one. The idea today in this video is just to show you the effectiveness of this tool and how it works, okay? And then you guys can decide for yourself whether you want to implement this with other stocks or cryptocurrency stocks or whatever it is, okay? So I'm just gonna show you this. So let me go ahead and open this. I clicked too many times. There we go. So this is the Dogecoin squeeze momentum indicator. I just quickly created it, by the way, on the fly. And this is what it kind of looks like, but I will explain. So before I get into the actual creation of this, just go ahead and kind of see what the price is. So this area that you see here, which is pretty much the low volatility area, right, where the fluctuations in the dips and the lows and the highs are not too volatile. So this is a period of low volatility, okay? And we'll take a look at what that is. So let me bring up the chart here. First, let's open up. So I'm going to start this from scratch, by the way, okay? So you can actually see it and figure it out. And of course, just give me a moment and I will explain what that is before I actually start to demonstrate. So I'm just setting this up here, guys. So give me a moment. And there we go. All right. All right, so it's all set up. We are going to go ahead and take a look at the squeeze momentum indicator. What that is right now, Dogecoin is at 0.0552900. So it's pretty much, again, at the consolidation levels. This is exactly where it was last time. So what we need to do is first actually take a look at what this squeeze momentum indicator does. So if I scroll down on what I've charted, here is the basic definition. So if you did click on the Twitter handle, if you went to my Twitter account, and then you clicked on this chart, you would have been on this screen. So if you want to follow it later on, that's fine too. But this is basically an indicator that measures the relationship between two studies, the Bollinger Bands and the Keltner's channels, okay? But that's too technical, guys. Let me make it easy for you, okay? It basically is the measure of the volatility, right? So the period of low volatility, whereas for example, the periods of high volatility are preceded by periods of low volatility, okay? So this indicator simply allows you to capture these large moves in the market by entering during the quieter periods, okay? So right here is the quieter area, okay? For example, right here that you see on the chart. But let me bring up the live chart here. Here's the live chart. So this area right here, is it a 4-hourly chart? Let me go to Binance. That'll be easier for you guys to see. Let me switch to Binance quickly, and then we'll come back and we'll start to use this indicator from scratch. So here we go. Perfect. So the let me go to 4-hourly chart. We are at a 4-hourly chart here, and you will notice that this particular period of low volatility is what we're looking for, okay? So the squeeze momentum indicator, by definition, okay, so by definition, it's the indicator that would allow you to capture large moves in the market by entering during the quieter periods, okay? So that's a simple, in layman terms, the definition of this indicator. Now, and I'm going to talk about what squeeze is and how it occurs, and once we actually start to work with it, you will see the actual effectiveness of this tool, okay? So basically, in these quieter periods where things are consolidating, where the price is moving sideways, that's basically called a squeeze, okay? Because really, the market is not going way up, market is not going way down, right? So it's just basically stagnant, so to speak. So that's that. Think of that as a squeeze part, okay? So the way this strategy works is basically when, as a first step, you have to wait for. Let me in fact dive in. Let me create this for you guys. So let's go ahead. It's exciting, okay? All right, so I'm going to switch to one more time to the trading view, and then we are going to create, we're going to chart Dogecoin and then create our squeeze momentum indicator. How exciting is that? All right, perfect. So let me go ahead and there we go. Go to my chart. Let me first, before I actually begin, let me see if I have comments coming up. And yes, everyone is back in again. Thank you so much for joining. Wayne, you're back again. Thanks so much. And of course, Leon is back. Which platforms do you use to buy Doge? There's several of them. I've covered them already. I'm going to talk about this later on too. Right now, I'm going to focus on the indicator strategy. And then of course, Syed Faz is also here. Thanks so much for joining. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you're new. And if you are already returning, I thank you so much for your support. And we are going to be, our topic is, let me in fact type it out. Our topic is squeeze momentum indicator. So let me know if you've used this, by the way, tool before. If you have, I'd like to see it in your comments. That'd be exciting to see what that is, okay? So let's go ahead, and I'm going to start now. All right, so let me bring up the screen here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on, scroll up and click on the Trade Now button here. So once I click on Trade Now, this will open up probably another window for me. Let's see. There we go. And what this will allow me to do, I think since I already have set it up, so I'm going to delete all of this. So we'll start from scratch. There we go. So once you open or any chart that you use, by the way, you can implement this strategy on any chart. Okay. So this is Dogecoin, by the way. I'm going to use Dogecoin as an example, and this is a 4-hourly chart that you see here. Okay. And right now the price the price is about 0.055, right? So once again, this indicator, as I mentioned earlier, simple definition of this indicator is that this indicator simply allow us to basically capture large moves in the market by entering the market, entering during the quieter periods. Okay, that's exactly what this indicator does. Okay, that's what it is. Okay, so this quieter period is basically the consolidation phase. So the last 4 hours, the price has been pretty much, you'll notice, is in a sideways direction, right? So it's not really lifting off, and it's not really going down. So pretty much it's the same stability, right? Just like we had for the last 2 weeks, guys. So if you've been with me for every single day for the last 2 weeks, because I stream every single day, you would have noticed that we actually did pretty well with our portfolios, every one of us, right? Moving forward with Dogecoin. So and this indicator that I'm just talking about here, and I'm going to demonstrate, I'm demonstrating as well, showing you guys so you can actually see the effectiveness, and you will once I chart it out, once we talk more about it, what the strategy is. Okay, once again, I'm not a financial advisor, guys. I have a degree in finance and of course PhD, but I do it for myself and I share my knowledge with you guys. So if you do benefit, if you like the content, give it a thumbs up, and of course make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell notification so you get notified. All right, so once you have a chart here for Dogecoin, and this is a 4-hourly chart, by the way, what you need to do is simply, let's go to indicators here. Okay, so there's an option called indicators up here. If I click on this, this brings up a whole bunch of indicators. Okay, so just navigate to public library, for example, and you'll see a whole bunch of indicators that traders use. I use them also all the time, but the one that we're going to talk about is the squeeze momentum indicator. And again, that simply allows us to basically capture large moves within the market once we enter during the quieter periods. So you go to public library, you click on squeeze momentum indicator, and this is going to simply, on the bottom here, show you these indicators. And I think I have one too many. I became click happy, didn't I? So let's delete this, and also this one. So we only need one, guys. Okay, all right, so once you select the indicator, which is called the squeeze momentum indicator, this is what it looks like. Okay, so again, this is a 4-hourly indicator, because remember, one of the principles of finance or trading is that if the price stays consistent, and I'm just talking about in layman terms, for the last 4 hours, the chances or the probability is that it will once again lift off, it will go up. That's just a rule. Okay, and of course it can go down, but that's typically what the finance folks do. Okay, all right, so let's see who else is on. Perfect. Welcome back, everyone. We're talking about the squeeze momentum indicator, and I'm going to chart it out for you today in this video, and this is super exciting. This may help you with other stocks, by the way, not particularly Dogecoin, because Dogecoin, of course, we're holding long term. But if you're a day trader and you wish to learn more about day trading and get active within the cryptocurrency or day trading, this tool I've been using it for many years, by the way. It's called the squeeze momentum indicator, and this will help you, okay? But don't hold me to it. I'm not a financial advisor. I do it for myself, and I mentor students, so I've been helping them out. And this is exactly how I came up with this channel. My student said, and by the way, I'm a CEO of claydesk.com. We teach a little over 1 million students online. And several of my students says, well, Syed, why don't you, share your knowledge online? So this is exactly what made me or prompted me to create InvestDesk. So I thank you guys so much for your support. This channel has been just grown phenomenally well, and I appreciate all of your love and support. So all right, so let's get back to our indicator. So once I select the indicator and I choose the squeeze momentum indicator, you'll notice on the bottom here, you'll see some red and some greens, okay? Some green mountains and some red icebergs, as I call them, okay? All right, so here's how this strategy works. And before I talk about the strategy, let me set this up so that you can see the colors, and then it'll be easier for me to explain and identify and relate to what means what, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and simply click twice on the bottom here on this indicator, and this will bring up a small screen where I can change colors. So I'm going to go ahead and simply change the opacity to 100% for all of these, okay? That's all I'm doing. I'll bring it back up again. Here we go. And what this allows me to do is simply helps me identify the colors easily. That's all, okay? So nothing fancy here, guys. It's just easier for even probably you to see. And on the bottom on the next plot, I'm going to use, let's say, another color, maybe blue or red or yellow could be. Let's go with blue. All right, there we go. Also make it a little thicker in the line, and you'll see it happening in the back here, right? If you can see it, you'll see the colors change on the back on the indicator. And then the color 2, I'm going to use the this color. There we go. And also I'm going to change, instead of the cross, I'm going to use the circles. All right, perfect. And simply click OK. Let me make it bigger so now you're able to see. Perfect. So you can see that the colors, of course, are a little bit more easier to see. There's little red, and then there's dark red, and there's light green, and then dark green. And then you'll also see certain dots that are blue in color, dark blue, and then of course dots that are light blue in color. Okay, so you see a bunch of colors. Hopefully, let me know if you can, if you have any issues in the screen size. But yeah, you should be able to see it. All right, see if I can make it a little bigger too, so you'll be able to see it. Perfect. There we go. All right, so this is a 4-hourly chart. That's exactly what we identified here as on Dogecoin. This is our cryptocurrency. That's what we chose to chart it out and use this tool. Now, let's identify what all these colors mean, guys. What do we mean, and how do we actually interpret what this color is, and what is the indicator that would allow us to either trade and close our position, whether we want to buy or we want to sell. Okay, once again, Dogecoin, we want to keep it long-term, guys, right? So this may not be a good stock for me to actually use, but for other stocks like Tesla and Microsoft and other stocks, if you are into those also, this is a very, very effective, in my opinion, an indicator, and I use it myself all the time. All right, so let's talk about what these colors mean, basically. So if I zoom out, you'll notice the colors are a little bit more prominent. All right, so here's how the strategy works, okay? Very important. So when the dots are dark blue, the dark blue dots that you see, okay? This dark blue color basically shows that we are currently in a squeeze, okay? And once you are in a squeeze, which the dark blue represent, the light blue dots that you see here, by the way, you see the color, light blue and the dark blue, light blue, right here. The light blue dots, when they change the color, this is what they call the squeeze release, okay? So basically the market volatility is like an oscillation, right? That's what it's based on, this just, stats. So when the dark blue dots change into the light blue color, that means there's a release, okay? And what do we mean by release? That means the market momentum, the squeeze is going to release itself. And if the bars are green, that means it's going to be released upward, right? The price is going to go up. And if they're red, the prices are going to go down, okay? So as simple as that for now, okay? Does that make sense? Yeah, it's not that difficult. The other thing, you'll notice there are two colors, right? There's red and there's dark red, then there's light green and there's dark green, okay? Well, it's fairly simple. So I'm keeping it very simple, by the way, just so that you guys can understand, okay? And again, hit me a comment if you already used this tool. This is a great tool. So the light green, by the way, so when you're in a squeeze, for example, the dark blue dots represent a squeeze, and then the light blue represent the squeeze release. That's what this means. Now, the strategy is as follows. First step is to wait for the multiple dark blue dots, okay? These dark blue dots that you see, you have to wait for them in a row. So for example, you pick any of these areas where you see multiple dark blue dots all the way here, right? So let's pick up this area. This is the last 4 hourly chart. So once you wait for the multiple dark blue dots in a row, that's your first step. Second, then you have to wait for the first light blue dot to appear. So in this instance, for example, the light blue dot appears right after this dark blue dot. There's a light blue dot, and a whole sequence of light blue dots appeared. If you see that happening, right, as the step 2, if you see that happening, then in step 3, or the third step, if the bar on the indicator is green, which in this instance it is right here, right? Because these dark blue dots change into the light blue dots and you see a green bar, a light green bar, that means it's a buy, okay? So we are going to close our position right here. That's what this indicator is telling us, that now the price is going to go up because there is a squeeze release, the light blue dots. Makes sense, right? Yeah. Okay, yeah, all right, that makes sense. It's easy. And if it's red, then of course you are going to sell, right? So in this instance right here, it's green, so we buy. If it's red, then we sell. Okay, so that's just like how the strategy works. And the fourth step is we close the trade when the bars change to a darker color. So, and this is where the light green and the dark green shows up, right? So notice how the light greens are kind of going up all the way. And then as soon as the bars change color to a darker green, you close your position, okay? That means you sell, right? If you want to sell up here, you sell, and then the price kind of continues going down. And that's really what this strategy is, guys, and that's what you got to follow. So the idea is that you have to wait for a period of time where we have multiple dark blue dots in a row, and then as soon as the light blue dots appear, if it's green, you're going to execute and close your position, okay? You wait for the squeeze release and then you close your position. And that's really what this strategy is, okay? So you have to wait for a change to the darker color bars on the indicator. So, and that's one of the principles of trading, by the way, also, okay? Because the period of low volatility is really the price when it's going sideways. So it's not going way up, way down, right? Like the GME stock or other stocks, right? So it's really the stability of the price itself. So once again, Dogecoin may not be a good example, but again, my goal is to talk about the indicator itself and the effectiveness and how it kind of works and how you guys can use it. So if the price is between the support and the resistance level for a longer period of time, let's say a 4-hourly chart or even longer, that means that you can identify the squeeze itself and then the squeeze release, okay? And I also talked about the light green and the dark green bars, how you want to close your positions. And the same is true for the light red and dark red, right? For the sell option, right? So by basically incorporating this strategy, you can effectively trade. You will know exactly when the price is going up, when to execute a trade, and when to close your position and when not to close. So it's really up to you. So for example, with Dogecoin right here, you will see, if I just zoom out a little bit, you'll notice the light blue dots way back here, light blue dots way back here, and then you have dark blue dots all the way here, right? And then of course the dark blue dots continue to be dark until you hit the squeeze release right here, just a little bit. And then right after the squeeze release, you see another dark blue dots, and then the price kind of goes up. Okay, so this is a strategy that we use, and it's an effective strategy. I've been using it for myself, for of course other portfolios and other trades. And normally when you would see this kind of a chart, when you create such kind of a chart, it's easier for you to identify. Okay, so you watch out for these candles, by the way. And let me go ahead and change the line chart to the candles. There we go. Okay, so let me zoom in. Now it's much easier. So you'll notice that the indicator kind of follows the pattern of the candles also. Okay, so of course the principle is that the periods of low volatility precedes the period of high volatility. That's how it kind of works. So let me know if you've used this, by the way. Let me see if I can pick up some comments. Welcome everyone. So if you're new, make sure you subscribe, and if you are already a subscriber, thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate your being here. Let me get some comments here. So all right, in the middle of the buying a dip, what do you think about this one, D'Angelo? Yeah, definitely. So the price is once again in the consolidation phase, right? So we're talking about the price being sort of like 0.055, and that's really what it is, which means there could be another breakout, right? Just like it happened before. So it may go to 0.6. In fact, it did touch 0.6. So 0.6 cents is really the Dogecoin has been pushing 0.6 for quite some time. It hit 0.6 a few days ago also, and then even yesterday. So it's been really checking this out, right, in a sense. So it may cross at the next liftoff. So the next ceiling or the next support could be 0.7, 0.8, or even 0.10, 10 cents. And that's exactly what we've been talking about for the last couple of weeks. Okay, so definitely Dogecoin to the moon. That's what we mean. We are going to, all of us together as a community, we are going to take Dogecoin to the next level. And of course, if you are still buying at the dip, if you feel this is a good buy, and the indicators, by the way, show that this is a good buy. All right, some more comments. Billy, hey buddy, Billy says, when do you think Doge will hit $1? We talked about that. Go check out my stream. I did the entire stream on how Doge can hit $1 in the near future. Okay. All right. So, all right, some more. Solo, welcome back. Appreciate you being on this channel. And then of course, let me know whether you're holding Doge or not, by the way. Okay. I know when the price goes down, we're all like, trying to go somewhere else here and there, but really the goal is to hold Dogecoin, because all of the news, all of the support that is happening with Dogecoin is in Dogecoin's favor. All right. So and if you like this squeeze momentum indicator, by the way, give it a thumbs up. I appreciate your support. That's really helpful when we talk about it. And these are effective strategies that I use for myself, so I figured I'd just share it with you guys. Maybe they'll help you as we go forward with Dogecoin. So in the next week, or it'll be exciting to see how this week ends, by the way. There'll be so much area to move with the prices going up and down this entire week. So today is, of course, Wednesday, and we still have a couple of more days. So hopefully, by Friday, we can touch 6 cents, maybe 7 or maybe 10 cents. So we'll have a nice week closing for ourselves, and our portfolio is going to grow as we move forward and take Doge to the next level. Remember, last couple of weeks it was at 0.05, guys, right? That was the average benchmark. That was the average support. Now the support has jumped to 0.055, and that's exactly where Dogecoin is, right? 0.055, and that's where it is basically moving sideways. Okay, so once again, and this is okay too, because that kind of makes sense. It's consolidating from the yesterday's price hike. That's what it's doing. All right, perfect. So yeah, welcome guys. If you're new, just make sure you hit the subscribe button. I appreciate it, and the like button, of course, and of course the notifications, so you get once you hit the bell notification, you will get notified every single day. I stream and I create videos every single day regarding Dogecoin, primarily almost 95%, even though I also cover other cryptocurrency, other altcoins. But the goal is to make this the #1 channel for Dogecoin and other cryptocurrency, so that you can benefit from the latest forecast news and updates as they happen, in addition to our technical analysis like this one that we're doing, and other analysis that we do every single day. And then over the weekend, we actually do a recap, by the way. Okay, so I really appreciate your support being on this channel. And then of course, moving forward, we'll be talking much more. So we still have 2 more days for this week. I'll be covering some additional areas, but you'll notice how this price is steady, right? This is exactly what this means when we talk about market squeeze, okay, or the stability. Okay, so it's right here that you see, and this is a 4-hourly chart. Okay, all right, so the last 4 hours the price has been 0.055, which indicates that it is definitely a bullish market, which means the price is going to take another jump, maybe to the next 6 or 7 cents at least. Well, it hit 6 cents yesterday, just a little while ago, right? But it may cross 7 cents. The next spike would be, at least it's going to take it to next 7 cents. In other words, make it the next support level. Okay, so this is super exciting, by the way. And if you guys have been with this channel for the last several weeks, we've been growing, guys, right? We've been growing. So Dogecoin has been performing on its own. Dogecoin is now a accepted cryptocurrency where people are using it to make payments, like Mark Cuban's team. We talked about coin flip, ATMs, getting them into Tesla's stores. That's what the CEO is looking for of coin flip, which have over 1,800, in 46 states. So that's pretty huge. And MasterCard, Visa, I covered that in yesterday's stream, so go check that out. The CEO of MasterCard and Visa, they've already working on different cryptocurrency wallets, for example. Maybe I'll do another wallet one tomorrow, okay, on the stream. So yeah, that reminds me, I know a lot of you guys were asking about what are wallets, online wallets, or desktop wallets, or hardware wallets, software based. I'm gonna cover that too. I'll show you. I've also ordered, by the way, for myself, another Ledger Nano. So once I get that, maybe I'll do the unboxing of the Ledger Nano crypto wallet, right? That's a hardware-based wallet, so that'll be exciting. So I'm just waiting on that to come about. So maybe I'll do that next week sometime. But definitely, so I hope this indicator kind of helps and identify for you to be able to see when to close your position and what the squeeze is, what the squeeze release is. So one more time, if you see the dark blue dots, that means the market is in a squeeze. The first light blue dot appears, and if the bars are light green, that means you can buy because the price is going to go up. And likewise, if it's red, you're going to sell because the price is going to go down, right? So this is the strategy that you use as the price moves up and down based on the periods of low volatility. And remember, low volatility proceeds with high volatility. That's how it is. And you can see it on the chart too, right? You see the reds, like on these candlesticks, you see reds and the green, reds and the green, reds and the green. This is exactly how it is for all stocks. This is the simple principle of trading, by the way. Okay. All right. So enough of the academic discussion. You guys know what to do. You know exactly what it is. Let's go to Dogecoin. So when do you think Dogecoin will hit 10 cents? Well, we talked about it a little bit yesterday, but I think it's going to be sooner than we actually anticipate. if the price jumps up right now based on this scenario, based on this analysis, if the price goes up to 7-8 cents this week, well, guess what? Next couple of weeks are pretty exciting, right? It's going to go up again to 10 cents. All right, so we're talking about the squeeze momentum indicator. I showed you how to implement this, so give it a thumbs up if you like this strategy, and if you're already using it, let me know. Put it in the comments. So let's check up some comments here. Arkham, welcome. Rita, welcome to the channel. Doge to the moon, you bet. All right, so Arkham says it is best to focus on oversold readings during an uptrend and overbought readings during a downtrend. I don't know. It's really depending on what your strategy is. So you want to focus on really first what your strategy is, right? Solo says, I hope Doge hits 10 in 2 years. Well, yeah, maybe it could. It could, definitely. Why not? Even though it's an inflationary design coin, but based on its acceptance, it could be even before 2 years. Okay, so it could happen. We don't know, but that'd be nice. So T-Bay, long time and term Doge hodler, you bet. We all are. That's the way to go. We want to buy low. We want to keep our costs down. We want to keep our average purchase price down, and that's really what we're looking to do with Dogecoin. Okay. The under Doge, I just returned the ledger for a treasure. Yeah, if you're using that wallet, that's fine too. That's good one too. But I'm going to be covering. I'm going to be doing another video on just software-based wallets, hardware-based wallets. What are crypto keys? What is a public key? What is a private key? And all of that, so that you really understand. Especially if you're new to cryptocurrency investing, this will help you tremendously. But if you already have, or you're an experienced one, you already have wallets, perfect. You can share your and put them in the comments as well. All right, so let's see. They need to make the price higher so that more people can spend some of the Dogecoins. Well, the way things are moving, of course, guys, the market is accepting. The more and more Dogecoin being accepted in the market, that's exactly how we are performing. Okay, and that's really the power of Dogecoin. I think I made that video yesterday, right? That's titled "The Power of Dogecoin." Yeah, go check that out. We did explain all the factors that actually are making Dogecoin run on its own. So it doesn't need the support or the backing of, let's say, Bitcoin or Ethereum. It's really performing on its own. So we were talking about the squeeze momentum indicator, guys. Here, I wanted to do this video, which really is an effective tool. And if you're using it already, that's perfect. If not, we just talked about this. Let me know whether you actually use this or not. And with Dogecoin, price right now, it's 0.055. Once again, this is where this is actually being history repeating itself, right? The last couple of days, it was still, or in fact, last couple of weeks, the price was at 0.05. Okay, 0.049, 0.048, 0.05, and that's really where it was. So it jumped up to all the way 0.06. The market is correcting itself, it's consolidating, but it's not really. Hopefully, it's not going to come down, right? It's going to go up based on our indicators, based on the analysis. It will definitely go back to and cross the 0.6, and that's what we're hoping. That's what we're hoping. But you never know, of course. That's the market. It may come down, just like anything else, right? It could. You never know. Because right now, the trend is downward, okay? And since it's a 4-hourly chart, let me switch to just a minute. Okay, so if I change the chart to a minute, you will see the bars right here based on our indicator go up. Okay, so notice the market was in a squeeze, and as soon as the light blue dots appear, that means it's a buy, right? So that means it's going to go up, and you see the candlesticks up here are green, and the indicator also shows that it's green. All right, so it's a very effective tool, by the way. So once you get the hang of it, once you actually use it, you kind of take a look at it and experiment with it. You'll get that. You'll become an expert. So yeah, just like anything, right? You do it and you learn. So this is really what is helped me quite a bit in other stocks that I use this indicator, and there are several other indicators, by the way. If I were to click on this, you'll see there's a whole bunch of them. Okay, and of course, the favorite ones are the auto Fibonacci, the buy sell signal, the squeeze momentum, SMI, and the moving averages. Okay, so the ones that I've shortlisted here are these. All right, so, and if you use another indicator, let me know. Put it in the comments. Let me know what you use and whether it works for you or not. Okay, so this is what the market condition is. Dogecoin is at 0.054, and it's definitely a buy, because let me switch to the price chart here, and the technicals on TradingView, they indicate that this is still a buy, right? And that's really what indicates the price jumping up to, let's say, the 0.07 mark. We covered this yesterday also. Maybe a 0.06 and crossing 7, 8, and so on. So this is really, as time progresses, as more and more acceptance occur of Dogecoin, this is how it's gonna run across. Every time it's gonna create a new support level. And that is really exciting to see about Dogecoin. Okay, this is the only currency that is the people's crypto. That is the currency of the earth, and everyone is backing it up. Elon Musk, Mark Cuban, and I'm sure others will follow, like Amazon, Walmart, MasterCard, Visa. One way or the other, whether they implement Dogecoin or Bitcoin, they're definitely looking into cryptocurrency, and that is the future. So in that future, we see Dogecoin being the cryptocurrency of the earth, right? And it's really, really beneficial. It's designed to be that way. Okay, it's inflationary versus deflationary, which is Bitcoin and Ethereum. Okay, and doesn't have a hard cap, so that's why the prices are low. So definitely, it's still a buy as per TradingView, right? That's what the technicals show. If I were to show you a couple of the chart, there was a just new chart also published by. Let's see. This is right here. Not that one. I want to bring up. Where was it? No, I guess that was it. That's the one. There we go. All right, so the title is "The Price Didn't Respect the Resistance at 0.06," because it did hit 6 cents, yesterday, a while ago, but of course the price is dropped to 0.054, 0.055. That's where it is, right? But that's really what the charts and the forecasts show, right? Based on this particular analysis, this chart, you also see the same thing. So if the price breaks out, it breaks out more than 6 cents, it'll definitely go to 7 cents as the next, either the support level, and then of course the top will be the 8 cents. Okay, the resistance. So that's where we would like Dogecoin to see in the next couple of days. If that happens, this is going to be great, guys. This is awesome, right? That's exactly how Dogecoin has been performing, and not just mere speculation. It is actually all of the acceptance of Dogecoin, the things that are happening with Dogecoin, is driving the price up, right? So people are taking Dogecoin pretty seriously. Like Mark Cuban just sold 20,000 tickets in Dogecoin, right? And they made history, by the way, with his team, Dallas Mavericks. Same thing with, I also covered BitPay, by the way, right? The payment gateway, and BitPay is on Apple Pay, and you can use Bitcoin to do that. And BitPay just announced that they are going to also use Dogecoin. So definitely a lot of things, positive things are happening here, and we've already talked about this. We've covered it, but today I'm recapping one more time. We're talking about the squeeze momentum indicator, which is right here. This is what we actually implemented. I showed you how to use this, and this will help you. If you're doing trades on your charts, okay, when to buy, when to close your position, and again, based on your own strategy and portfolio. So And these are, of course, the this is by the way, a minute. So I've set it up to be a minute. Let me go back to the 4 hourly. Or let's leave it at a minute for now, so we can actually see what's going on by the minute, guys, right? By the minute. So let me pick up some comments here quick. All right. Wayne says, thank you, Invest Desk, for knowledge. Oh, you're welcome. No problem. I appreciate it. Appreciate your support, Wayne. Thank you so much. And you have a wallet? Awesome. That's great. All right. Let's see what else. Wallets make the coins really your coins. You bet. You bet. You have the private keys so that you're more secure, right? You have more control. And I talked about this, like, for example, Robinhood doesn't give you access to keys, right? So they're in control. You're not. But if you have your own wallet, you'll be in more control, right? How to do atomic swaps, or trade or buy or sell, whatever you want to do. All right. Solo says he's very knowledgeable. He's the one I like to listen to all of them. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm very, very humbled. Solo, thank you again so very much. So definitely, guys, if you're new, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and the like button. My goal on this channel is to bring you the latest cryptocurrency news, updates, and forecasts, especially Dogecoin. We've been heavily focusing on this every single day. I stream every day. Bring you both technical analysis as well as market conditions, okay? What's happening, the latest news, and who's implementing Doge. And that's really what the key is. And we also saw, by the way, yesterday, the interview about a CEO of Visa, right? That was about a 5-minute talk. And this was fascinating to hear how Visa CEO is actually thinking in the long term and implementing cryptocurrency. So we may have Visa cards which are going to be linked with cryptocurrency also, right? Not just the fiat money, right? The cash or the dollars, but actually have cryptocurrency. So Visa is giving API connections, right? Which is, if you're in the software field, which is the application programming interface, right? Given to third parties so they can connect to the Visa infrastructure. So through that, you can be using Dogecoin, you can be using Bitcoin, just like a credit card. And they're actively seeking, partnerships with different wallets and exchanges. So the future is here. It's cryptocurrency. Okay, this is going to be the currency. And of course, guess what? Dogecoin is one of those currency that is designed to be people's currency. It's inflationary design. So it's not, you're not going to see a price going, up to, $5,000 tomorrow, right? That's probably highly unlikely. Okay. However, being an inflationary, coin, it will grow with the global economic growth as we progress forward, right? So definitely long term, and we've been talking about this, right? It's not a speculative asset in a sense where you're going to go, like a GameStop, right? It's not that. It's really a long term strategy where you would be buying and selling every day smaller things like grocery store shopping, your regular food and whatnot, travel. That'll be in Dogecoin, and that's really what we're seeing as we move forward. All right. Jazzy John asks, is it bad to have a Robinhood? It's not bad. I use Robinhood too, but I do not have a lot in Robinhood. The reason why, because I don't have control, right? So for example, if I need to withdraw from Robinhood, I can only do it in fiat money, right? I have to convert into US dollars, right? Same way, I don't have my own keys, private keys, right? I don't have my own wallet with Robinhood. Robinhood controls my wallet, right? And they don't give me access to my wallet. So if you check out their documentation at Robinhood, they say they're thinking about giving wallet private keys to their clients, to us, right? But they haven't done so. So definitely, it's actually an easy interface. So if you're new to cryptocurrency, Robinhood is one of the easiest ones to use, right? To buy and sell. So it's, just jump in, create an account, and you buy something, right? You sell something. So that's why. And they only, by the way, limit trades. You cannot do it every single day. I think there's a limit of 4 or 5 trades. Correct me if I'm wrong. Something like that. So they have, 5 trades you can do in a week. If you do more than that, then they restrict your account for 90 days or something like that, and then you're sitting here. So it's not bad. It's a good start, but definitely you want to look into other wallets like Binance, and I'm going to cover those, by the way. I'm not going to give away everything, but they're Kraken and so many of them. But I'm researching the active ones, the ones that are really beneficial to us on this channel, right? So this is going to be just for you guys, especially whether it's a hardware-based wallet or a software-based or desktop or software. So I'm going to cover all of this, okay? And yes, these wallets are important, especially in the long run, especially as we become more, comfortable with our cryptocurrencies, right? Altcoins, our portfolios grow. So these are very, very useful. And of course, we'll talk about the advantages, the disadvantages, and what happens when you lose a wallet. So we'll cover those a little later on too. But definitely, right now, Dogecoin is what we're looking at, and that's what we're seeing. Let me bring up the chart here on Binance so you can actually see, and then I'll maybe take a look at the momentum indicator on Binance. Before I do, by the way, so if you guys want to go to my Twitter, by the way, this is my handle at invest_desk right here. So go check it out. So if you want to follow, perfect. I regularly tweet and also update. Just like I just published this squeeze momentum indicator that helps also. And then of course other news like Dogecoin developers, I've been covering that very, very closely, watching them make changes to the code as moving forward, and that's really is helpful as we move forward. So yeah, definitely go check that out. So let's switch to our Binance here quickly. There we go. Awesome. So we're talking about the squeeze momentum indicator, guys. This is the topic that I've covered, I've demonstrated, I've shown you how effective this tool is and how can you use it in your own strategy, in your own portfolios, in your own stocks, because I've been using it for many, many, many years. Okay. By the way, I'm not a financial advisor. I've already set the record straight, but I do have a degree in finance and of course a PhD, and I've been doing this for many years, and I've been mentoring a lot of students. I teach a little over 1 million students online at claydesk.com, which I am the founder of, and of course at InvestDesk. The goal is to bring you up to date with all of this knowledge, and of course share. So thank you so much for your support, by the way. Hit the subscribe button if you're already on. I'd appreciate it, and like button and the bell notification so you get the latest updates, news, and forecasts for cryptocurrency, especially with Dogecoin, because this is our baby. This is our favorite, right? That's what we do here. All right, so this is Binance. Let's check out the price. This is at 0.054. Okay, maybe a good buy, right? So again, the goal is to buy low and hold. That's the strategy we've been using. And then our weekly analysis, end of the week, we actually take a look at the highs and lows and see what percentage gains we could have made, or you would have made, had you bought at a low price, and then if you were to sell, right? So again, this is just our portfolio that we've been following along and that I've created in an Excel spreadsheet, but I only do it over the weekend. Okay, we recap the entire week. So make sure you hit the bell notification, guys, because every time I bring this up, you guys are notified, and then we can talk about the Excel document and see our prices. And moving on to the next week, we can then also do some forecasts and our analysis. So for example, last couple of weeks, we saw that our profits were anywhere from 10% to 20%. Okay, just by this little price movement of Dogecoin, even though it's in cents, it's pennies, right? But in terms of percentage, Dogecoin is performing better than many, many other altcoins. Okay, it is the third most popular, by the way, on the list, and 14th on the chart. And of course, and we also covered, by the way, it's not a joke anymore, guys. It's not a meme currency. It's real. it is being implemented. So we talked about the squeeze momentum indicator strategy. I talked about the candlesticks, green and the red, and of course how to set it up and how to use it. So let me know if that was helpful. Hit the like button. I appreciate your support. Thank you so very much for being on this channel and helping um, me out, bringing you newer content, effective content, not just speculation, but in fact all of the market conditions that helps Dogecoin go to the next level. All right, let's take a few more comments here. All right, let's go. Doge, Crawfish, welcome. Thomas, welcome. Stuart, do you think Dogecoin will hit $1 in 2021? The way price is moving, see what the price a couple of weeks ago was 0.048, 0.049, and now it's 0.055. If it crosses the next 0.6 or 10 cents, definitely it has a lot of potential coming this year, and we're still in the first quarter, right? It's still March. So definitely a lot of things are happening. We also talked about Elon Musk and Starlink. His satellites, right, that are out there that are giving internet connections to all across the globe. So he's taking Starlink public, and then what he tweeted was that Starlink's IPOs or Starlink shares will only be distributed primarily to retailers, to small-time retailers, right? And he also, of course, he's backing Dogecoin all the time. So maybe he wants Dogecoin just like he implemented Bitcoin, right? He bought Bitcoin, $1.5 billion. So if that's the case, of course, that'll be another bump to Dogecoin as being accepted as a people's currency. So definitely, yeah, that's going to happen, in the near future. All right. Helium says, I've mine holding since 0.00454. Yeah, that's a great price. That's definitely that's excellent price, by the way. Okay, so you're probably talking about a couple of months ago when you were it was at that price. Dina Manning, if I have 500 to invest, should I diversify? Advice, please. Well, definitely, Dina, I'm not a registered financial advisor, but definitely I've been in this for a long time. You want to have a portfolio that is diversified. Okay, so you may want to have a stock portfolio. Like for myself, I have 2 Doge portfolios. I actually have 3 or rather 4 Doge portfolios, right? I have a portfolio where it's absolutely long term. I have it, and I just every time the price goes down, I buy something, whatever I can afford, and then I just forget about it. Okay. My second portfolio is where I'm actually doing weekly gains. Okay. And my third portfolio, I'm also looking at every day because that's what I do every day. Okay. So again, you want to diversify, and of course there are other cryptocurrency too. I have Bitcoin, I have Ethereum as part of my major holdings. Cardano is also in, and of course the regular stocks like Microsoft, Apple, Tesla, and all of those. So yes, you want to be able to keep your things diversified. Okay, that's a good strategy. It's always a good thing to do. All right, Doge to the moon. Sarah says yes, of course. That's what we're all about. Doge to the moon. All right, Gia's comments. Do you need a wallet if you don't plan on using it for purchases or to transfer person to person? Just looking to hodl and sell when I have Elon Musk money. I'm new to crypto. Yeah, the wallets basically just give you the ability to store your coins, store your currency, right? And they give you the ability to have control over your currency. Okay. And I'm going to cover this, of course, in the next stream. I know a lot of you guys are asking about wallets. I'm actively researching, and I have almost pretty much researched, and also show you my wallets as well. Like in Binance, for example, right here, you should be able to see the wallets. If I go to, let's say, all, and here it is, the wallet. Binance gives you a wallet, right, where I can take a look at Doge and BTC and whatever I have in this particular wallet. I should be able to see it, and of course I can sell, trade, buy, P2P, or just convert it into fiat currency. Okay, lots of things. I can also leverage, by the way. I can put it in savings. Did you know that you can actually earn interest on savings, just like you would put money in the bank in a savings account and they give you interest? Same thing here with cryptocurrency. So you could do that too. So that's what we're looking to do. So this is Dogecoin right now. It's at 0.055, and that's again holding steady. The price in a consolidation phase. All right, some more comments. Thanks so much for these comments. These are wonderful comments, by the way. You guys are great, absolutely great. What about Ravencoin? We'll talk about that, Ben, a little later. I've actually created a list of other altcoins. In fact, I did a video, by the way. Go check that out. Just a couple of days ago, I did a video about the top 5 altcoins. Okay, so if you want to go check out the video, that's actually doing pretty well. And I'll talk about those. All right, Wayne, hit the like button to help him out. Yeah, thank you so much, Wayne. Appreciate your support, guys. Absolutely phenomenal. Thank you so much. All right, Nebel Lunch Pixie, such inform as always. Appreciate your guidance. You're absolutely welcome. My pleasure. Rough day in the market, but we will see another surge soon enough. Yes, that's what the indicators are showing. They're showing price consolidation. They're showing based on our squeeze momentum indicator that I just demonstrated. And that's exactly what we're hoping for, maybe today or maybe tomorrow or even by Friday. Dogecoin will cross the 6 cents limit. Or it could happen sooner too, by the way. So welcome to the channel, guys. So if you're new, make sure to hit the subscribe button. I appreciate your support. And if you're already here, hit the like and of course the bell notification. That's important because as soon as I come up with a stream every single day with news, updates, forecasts about Dogecoin, about other cryptocurrency news, you are the first ones to know. My goal is to continue this channel and bring you the content that has value, right? That helps you in any which way, maybe little or more, doesn't matter. But as long as it helps you, that's the deal. That's what my goal is. All right, so let's pick up some more comments here. Do you advise a gross investment in Dogecoin? I'm new here. Welcome, Deborah. Appreciate you being here, and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. If you have, perfect. Welcome to our team. This is my team. This is our team. We're growing this portfolio together. We're just moving forward and having our own momentum. So your question is, do you advise a gross investment in Dogecoin? Really, you want to have diversified portfolio. I've covered that already. But regarding Dogecoin, for myself, of course, I'd say heavily invested in Dogecoin. Not heavily, but my goal is that, see, this is one of those currencies like Bitcoin. I covered yesterday. You remember when Bitcoin was 10 cents? This was 10 years ago. 10 years ago, Bitcoin was less than 10 cents. So if you had $100, right, in Bitcoin 10 years ago, that would have been $580,000 today. So just 10 years. So I see Dogecoin the same way. All right. I know it's different because I should not be comparing Bitcoin with Dogecoin because they're two different beasts. They're two different coins, two different designed coins, right? But the way market is moving, the way Dogecoin is being accepted as people's crypto all across the globe, that's what's happening, especially in countries like Asia and remote countries, remote part of the world. That's really where Doge is going to shine quite a bit. And Visa, MasterCard CEOs are actually thinking about those. If you, I covered that talk yesterday in my stream, so you want to go check that out. That's exactly what their mindset is. That's exactly what they're envisioning for the future of cryptocurrency. And the future means like next year, 2, 3, that's it. That you're going to see cryptocurrency all over. We're already seeing it, okay? Dallas Mavericks, Mark Cuban's team, sold 20,000 tickets. And Mark Cuban said that, if we continue to sell, if we continue to adopt Dogecoin, it's going to go to $1, right? So I covered those in tweets. So we talk about that also. But yeah, definitely, you want to be able to see how much you can afford, and it's your own decision as to what size of portfolio you want for Dogecoin. All right, Thomas, let's take up a couple of more comments. I just threw another $100 at it. Way to go! That's not bad. I mean, the price is at 0.054. If it crosses 6 cents, goes to 10 cents, definitely that you're going to be able to do good. So, and that's what we're hoping. Again, that's just speculation, guys, here, right? But based on our analysis, technical analysis, as well as market conditions. All right, let's pick up some more, one or two. See what happens. Yep, you bet. All right, trading crypto has been a lucrative way of making money. George, welcome. Thank you so much for the comment. Yeah, definitely. I mean, if you are an active day trader, for example, or if you're like myself, I spend a lot of time focusing on cryptocurrency and other stocks as well, and using indicators like I just demonstrated, the squeeze momentum indicator, right? So these really help. These really help. These strategies are very, very helpful, and definitely. So it is a lucrative way. You just have to learn a few things. You have to, dibble and dabble if you're new. But if you are into this for a little while, you get to see patterns. You get to understand patterns. You get to, see some chart, and you should be able to identify, and based on a little bit of research. So yeah, definitely. I mean, I've lots of colleagues who do it. Lots of students are doing it, and that's exactly how. By the way, I actually, ended up creating this channel. Is my students who were doing pretty well. They came to me and they said, Syed, well, why don't you open up a channel and start helping other people? Well, I said, sure, why not? I mean, that's not a bad idea. I've been delaying it for long anyways. So yeah, and thank you so much. And I'm seeing so much love and support from you guys. This is just absolutely phenomenal. Thank you so much. So make sure you hit the subscribe button, guys, as you go forward, and the bell notification, and of course, like if you find this content useful. All right, so definitely it has been lucrative. Jazzy John says, how far do you think Doge could dip? Based on the last previous 2 weeks, we saw that the price was stable, and based on this particular week too, it says 0.055. So this is the new support level. As long as it maintains this support, it's highly probable that it will just go up, just like it went up last time. So that's what the technical indicators all show, right? And that's what we covered it. And even our indicator, the momentum squeeze indicator, is a good sign also. All right, Doge finally moving up again. Yes, you bet. You bet, absolutely. So again, that's exactly what it is, right? So if the price is at stabilized or moving sideways, and it has been moving sideways for 4 hours, that's according to the principles of trading, principles of finance, the next step for this stock would be to go up. Okay, that's what it is, because that's really where the market demand is now. It is stabilized at a certain price. So let me see if I can pull up a couple of other charts quickly so we can see and understand and see what's happening and how we can actually use those. So let's go ahead and let me bring up the next view. There we go. All right, so let's bring up the chart here. Alrighty, there we go. Perfect. So once again, the technicals as per TradingView is a buy, right? So it's still a buy market. The market is bullish. That means Dogecoin is sort of like consolidating right now. It had a little correction, and it may go up, cross 6 cents as it moves forward. Okay, and that's really what is happening. So right now is at 0.056. See, so it's just at the same level happening. So if it continues the support, let's say tomorrow or even Friday or this week, so next week or one way or the other, it's going to break. Right? It's going to break to the next level, which is up. Okay, that's what the rules and the principles and the analysis talk about. Okay? And of course, the price can go down too, guys. I mean, it's either way. Okay, either way, but that's what it is. So I want to show you another chart here. I'm gonna first refresh here just in case we get some new things. So here's the Doge flag pattern. Let's take a look at that. So let me go ahead and open this up quick so we can see. This is by JS. So this pattern is exactly what it shows, right? So we're at the consolidation level, and this is really the squeeze part. That's what we just covered. Okay. So when the squeeze is released, this is going to be either released in the upward direction or the downward direction. And the reason why this analysis, the chart that you see is kind of like a yellow line going up, is because if it maintains itself for the past 4 hours, then the rules say that the price is going to break to the positive direction, right? So it's going to go to the next level. And the next level for Doge is definitely 7 cents, 8 cents, not 9 or 10, right? That's exactly what it is. Because remember, the max price so far it hit was 8 cents. So the price was already there. Okay. So there's no, I don't see a reason why it would not go back up to 8 cents. And if it does go to 8 cents, of course you can double your money, right? That's really what it is. So and that's exactly how we become millionaires, right, guys? And that's how it is. So whether it's on a daily basis, you're actively doing this, or on a weekly basis, or monthly, or yearly. Because remember, if you were to, if you have $10,000, for example, and you go to a stockbroker firm like, Fidelity Investments or any other, Charles Schwab or Merrill Lynch, and you say, hey, I have 10,000, I'm going to buy stocks, right? So they invest for you. The average return in the United States, by the way, is 10%, 11%, 8%, right? Not more than that. That's the average return on stocks. But here in Dogecoin, just last couple of weeks, by the way. So if you're new, you will see it this week, right? But if you're already part of the channel for the last couple of weeks, when we ran our numbers, we saw that we gained, on a $5,000 investment, we potentially, hypothetically gained, maybe $1,200 or $1,300 a week, okay, or even higher. So it was about a 20% return in 1 week. Not talking about 1 year, right? So definitely there's a lot more potential. It's just a matter of how, of course, active you are and what your goal is and what your portfolios are and so on. So just wanted to share this chart. This was a good one. So let's take a look at, and once again, I've covered all these news, by the way, for the last week. For example, here's the Elon Musk to Mark Cuban, right? To John McAfee, I covered that also. Dallas Mavericks, covered that. Crypto ATMs, right? 1,800 ATMs all across the United States. I've covered those. BitPay, Apple Pay. So again, all of these are, and this is really what's making Dogecoin stronger and stronger. Okay, that's really the key. Not so much just tweets of Elon Musk anymore, right? Remember, initially we thought that since Elon Musk is tweeting about Dogecoin, the price goes up, right? Well, it's not the case anymore. So definitely Dogecoin to the moon. Let me know what you think. Let me pick up a few comments here. This is still technically a buy based on trading view. All right. So, all right, let's pick up some comments, guys. All right, so I'm holding until I get to a G. Yep, you bet. If Fidelity would let me get Doge, yeah, that's a good one, Nebo, because of course more exchanges are actually putting Doge onto them, right? And I think our last check was Coinbase, but I'm not sure about that news. Coinbase, which is going public, by the way, in March. That's the crypto exchange going public, being regulated by SEC, right? They're going on NASDAQ. So that's an exciting thing, because now crypto exchanges are actually going public, which means that the stocks or the the cryptocurrency is going to be regulated. And we also talked about digital dollar and how governments all across the world are actually thinking about regulating, and they're just trying to figure out how to regulate these cryptocurrency because, of course, a decentralized peer-to-peer blockchain is very difficult to regulate. But definitely they'll come up with some kind of scenarios where we would have the ability to regulate, or they'll tie in with the fiat currency. Okay. All right. So let's see. The entire crypto market just hit the $1.7 trillion mark. Thank you, Tibet, for this news. This is absolutely mind-boggling. Okay. This is it is. I mean, it is how it is. This is what the future is, guys. This is what's happening. And of course, just like anything else, if you go back, I always give this example. I'm going to give it again. Remember early 90s when I was, working at an investment bank. I just graduated with a finance degree. I got my first job. And Windows came about, right? So this was the IT world, and I was using here, keyboard, and there was no mouse, so I was using keyboard, and we were using DOS as the operating system. And of course, I always, enjoyed IT and technology. That was just one of my passions, also, even at that time. So I got into technology, and Windows came about. And my colleagues used to say, "Well, geez, this is not going to work. I mean, Windows is going to fail. We're not going to use a mouse, right? What is this mouse thing, right?" So that was, I remember those times. But guess what? Microsoft, richest man in the world, of course, for a long time. And that's how it is. So same thing with Bitcoin. 10 years ago, it was 10 cents, and now it's 58,000. And it's digital gold, right? It's performing better. Bitcoin is performing better than actual gold, by the way, right? I mean, yeah, go figure. Think about it. So definitely, Dogecoin and other altcoins which are capable of actually performing well, not in terms of just their design, but also popularity, guys. Remember, there's two things to the side, right? There's not just the coin itself, but actually the acceptance by people. And Dogecoin is the one that is being accepted every single day. We see it happening every single day. So definitely, this is great. So thank you guys for the comments. Appreciate it. We talked about today was a great video because I wanted to cover. I've been meaning to cover this squeeze momentum indicator for quite some time, but I just had this chance today, so this was exciting. So thank you for tuning in. I appreciate that. And let's see if I can bring up one more time the chart here. There we go. All right. So Dogecoin is at right now 0.055, 0.059. So once again, it's going up, right? So that's really the support level. So if it continues to support, the price is going to break to the next level. And this time it may cross 6 cents, right? May cross 6 cents, may go up to 7 cents or 8 cents, guys. So keep a close lookout. Keep a close lookout. Once again, do your own due diligence too, so don't hold me to it. But this is exactly what last time it happened. It was at 0.0489 and it jumped up to 0.055. I know I got one of these comments, by the way, that or someone messaged me and says, well, this is just pennies, it's not going to make a lot of money, but it does. It gives you 20% return every week, 10% return every week. So I don't know. I mean, to me, numbers are numbers. That's what the stock game is all about. That's what the crypto game is all about. It's numbers, right? So yeah, this is where Dogecoin is. So we talked about the squeeze momentum indicator. That was our prime focus on this, and we also highlighted on some wallets. I'm going to cover this in the next video. I want to stay focused on this one. So let me know. So welcome to this channel, by the way. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. I really appreciate your support, the like, and of course the bell notification, so you get notified every single time when I come up with the next stream. All right, so I think that's what I wanted to cover. We had a great session today. And of course, great interaction. I enjoy, interacting with you guys. And I'm sure moving forward, we are just growing. Our team is growing. Let me see what our subscribers are. a little over 1,200 or 1,300, something like that, 1.26K, which is super excited. And I thank you so much, guys. So make sure you share this channel, spread the word. Um, as our team grows, as we grow as a community, I'm going to be bringing you the latest and greatest news updates regarding Dogecoin and, of course, other cryptocurrency as well. And we'll be creating additional portfolios as we move forward into the future, right? Next week, months to come, we will grow together, and hopefully you will, get something out of this, right? Okay, my goal is to get you not only educated, of course, but to make informed decisions. That's really what the stock market cryptocurrency investing is all about. If you're able to make informed decisions, chances are that you'll probably do well with your portfolios in the long run. So, all right, great. So let's pick up a couple more comments before we move forward. AMC announcing earnings today. Yeah, that'd be exciting to see. Neville says so. It'll be nice to see what they come up with. Alrighty, let's see some more comments here. What did I miss? All right, just means it's on sale. Buy the dip. Yeah. And by the way, this is a good point too. This is something that we also talked about, where every time there's a dip, the goal is to, of course, buy. And that's a good strategy, because what that does is that keeps your average cost low overall, right? Overall. And we talked about averages, right? We talked about the moving averages. Let me bring those up just quickly here. So you can see right here on Binance, you see the moving averages. We set those up last week. For example, the MA200, which is right here. This is MA200, right? This is our average right here. And then, of course, the magenta line is our moving average, 2.5 we set up, and then, of course, the 7. But look at the, we talked about this too, the 200, make it bigger. Let's make the chart bigger. So the 200 MA is kind of nice, because that shows you a little bit in the longer term, right? In the longer run, how that works. So right here. So see how nicely it's kind of going up, right? That's what it is. It's kind of consolidating at this point. This is where it is, 0.055, 0.056. And of course, the next breakout, that's what it is. So it could break out today, it could break out tomorrow. It's going to happen, guys. So when you buy at the dip, when you keep your cost down, you keep your purchase cost down, that's a good thing, right? So look at this nice low volatility, nice consolidation. Again, just prime for a liftoff. That's really what it is. Okay, that's what we're seeing, and that's what we're hoping. Okay, all right. So let me know what you think. Put some comments in here, and by the way, make sure you do subscribe, guys. I appreciate it. Appreciate your support. Hit the like button if you enjoy this content, and the bell notification so you get notified every single time when I come up with the next latest and greatest updates regarding Dogecoin. All right, more comments. Jazzy says, thank you so much. I'm addicted now. Well, yeah, really join the club, Jazzy. That I am too. So definitely, we all are, aren't we? That's really what it is. So we team up and we grow together. It'll be exciting to see, by growing our portfolios together. And maybe if Doge goes to the moon one day, someday in the future, and that's what we're hoping, and that's exactly what Dogecoin is performing that way also. It's not just talk the talk, but Doge is actually doing the walk too, right? He's doing well. So definitely, future looks good. All right, what else? D'Angelo Rivers, you're brilliant. Thank you. Oh, I'm so humbled. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for your love and support. This is absolutely, it humbles me even more. And it helps me even, give you more effective strategies and content. And that's really my goal, is to give you tips, techniques, and everything that we need, right? Not just for myself. Of course, I do it for myself also, but Sharing with you guys is just it humbles me. So thank you for your support. I appreciate it. I bought it at the dip. Yeah, I think it's a good buy. Always buy at the dip. That's a good strategy, and I've been using it for myself always. Wayne, I'm always in class on this channel. Thank you so much, Wayne. I appreciate it. Appreciate it, man. Thanks, buddy. All right, I just subbed today. Tibe, welcome. So if you're new, welcome to this channel. I'm going to be, covering the latest news, updates, forecasts about cryptocurrency, especially Dogecoin. And my goal is to, all of us to just grow as one community on this channel and grow our portfolios, not just from Dogecoin, but others too. And of course, I do a weekly recap on an Excel spreadsheet with all the highs and lows. So definitely stay tuned for Saturday. I do it on Saturday and Sunday too. I stream every day, by the way. Okay, but you know how much I'm in love with this. Brian says, "Is 10K Doge enough? 10,000 Doge?" Yeah, if it's like Bitcoin, Brian, just one Doge is should be enough too, right? But no. It's an inflationary design coin, so it may not perform as good as Bitcoin, right? Because Bitcoin is a hard cap coin. But 10K, yeah, again, it's just your own budget, Brian. It doesn't really matter. I mean, I have I have Dogecoin on 4 exchanges. So right now on Binance, I think you see it up here on the screen. Is I have 22K on Binance, and this is just something that I make it public, right? But I have 3 other exchanges that actually I have my main portfolios are on those. So it's, again, depends on your own strategy moving forward. But definitely, if you want to be a millionaire, if you want to get to that level, you want to, of course, explore and learn more strategies and tips and techniques, and of course spend some time. But my goal is to give you that information, give you that knowledge right here on this channel, so that you can make informed decisions for yourself. Better odds than Powerball? Yeah, definitely. I think Doge. Oh yeah, you bet. Sign the petition for Dogecoin to become accepted by Starbucks. Kenneth Walters. Definitely. If you go to change.org, there are several petitions out there, by the way. We are petitioning for Amazon to accept Dogecoin. And of course, Starbucks is also in the limelight. So definitely we'll do that. Yeah, go ahead. That's a good point, Ken. Thank you. Johnston says, do you think Doge can go above $1? Over time, yeah, definitely. Why not? Remember, it was at 0.00003. That's 2 months ago. If you had you bought Dogecoin, by the way, in December or January, in 2 months it went up 1,000%, just in 2 months. All right, so definitely it's holding its ground. It's holding its ground. All right. Mike B, I have 47,000 Doge. Do you think it will become rich? Yeah, well, I mean, that's rich is relative term, but definitely 47,000 Doge. If it goes to $1 or $5 or $10 or even higher, so yeah, definitely you can do the math. And we do that, by the way, on Saturday. So when I do a recap, we actually run some hypothetical numbers, because what I do is we evaluate the last week, and then we take a look at the actual highs and lows, and then we pump them into a formula. Okay, so I have created this formula in Excel spreadsheet that I share on over the weekends, and then we just kind of see where we were. That way you will know exactly, if you had let's say 47,000 or whatever amount of Doge coins you have, you can then run the analysis how my portfolio is going to perform. So yeah, definitely stay tuned for the weekend, and then we'll cover those. All right, a couple of more comments. Ted Collins, welcome. If you're new, by the way, make sure you hit the subscribe button, guys. Appreciate your support. He's asking the platform you are using. I'm using Binance. So the one that you see on the screen is called Binance Exchange, but there are others too that I use. But for the purpose of this channel, I'm using this is Binance. So all right, perfect. If we hit 25, dude is in the money. Lunch, yeah, definitely $25. I think a lot of us will become millionaires, guys, right? That's how it is. And $25 is, I mean, and remember, I always talk about Dogecoin is, in my opinion, always uh, undervalued. I mean, tell me which cryptocurrency is 5 cents? Look at the chart. Look at the prices of cryptocurrency being on the top 15 or the top 20 or the top 10, right? Doge is only fraction of cents, 5 cents. So we're talking Doge going to $1, just like Mark Cuban, right? He says that if Doge is continue to be accepted, definitely this will be crossing $1. Whether it's in a couple of months from now or 3 months, 4 months, we don't know. But right now, what we do know is how the performance level is, and that's exactly um, based on our technical analysis and based on the market conditions. Doge is holding its ground pretty well, pretty steady, pretty steady. So, and that's absolutely a good sign. Okay, that's a good sign. And by the way, Bitcoin went up back to $56,000, $57,000, right? Bitcoin went back up, right? So it was a big jump. Same with Ethereum. But Dogecoin has kind of been steady, right? So that means that it's not really linked to other cryptocurrencies anymore, like Bitcoin or Ethereum or Cardano or other altcoins. It's really it's performing on its own. It's consolidating on its own. It's stabilizing at 0.055, 559, and so on. So just remember, buy the dip and hold, and that's really the best way. And once again, if you were back in January or December, had you bought 50,000 Dogecoins or 100,000 or 500,000, whatever it is, now you would have gained 1,000%. Okay, that's 1,000% gain, no doubt. That's it. It's real. And once again, our moving average, by the way, the 200 MA is doing well. Okay, so it's holding up. So hopefully this momentum is going to continue to increase, continue to grow this week and even moving next week. Okay. So once again, thank you guys for your support. I really appreciate your support. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and the like and hit the bell notification. All right. So let's see. What do I have? Let's do a recap before we call it a day. We talked about the squeeze momentum indicator strategy. I demonstrated that, how that works. Hopefully that helps. And we also had a very solid discussion about Dogecoin. I see we all are very excited. We are really into Dogecoin, and that's really nice. I really appreciate that. It makes me happy, guys, right? That's really what Dogecoin does. I kind of like it, not just because it's a meme coin, but actually it's one of those coins that is undervalued, and over time, I think as enterprise companies and people at large, they start to transact in cryptocurrency more and more, and we know that a little over 106 million cryptocurrency users are and growing. And these are the stats that I shared last week. So definitely, you want to be able to keep a close eye on this consolidation phase, guys. The next breakout will be an exciting thing to see. It could break out to 10 cents directly, or even 6, 7, 8, and so on. So it's really nice. I'm just waiting maybe for tomorrow, just like it happened last week, it happened this week, or maybe next week. All right. So I think that's all I had for this particular topic. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and of course I enjoyed it, guys. Thank you so much. You guys have been absolutely great. It's a great team. So let me just write here, thank you all for and support, and of course Doge to the moon, right? That's really what we're focusing on. And let's see, where is my icon here? All right, so I'm going to cover a couple of additional topics. Maybe tomorrow I'll cover those on wallets, or maybe Friday. I think Friday would be a good day. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow or Friday. So it'll be nice to see as we move forward. So once again, thank you so much, guys. And let's see if I can bring myself. Where am I? There it is. All right, so here's the subscriber jar. So if you're new, guys, by the way, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I really appreciate it. And this is super exciting. I am thankful to all of you who are on this channel. This is a wonderful experience moving forward, and I really enjoy bringing you the knowledge, the expertise, and of course the portfolios that I have created for myself, and I share those also over time.